What's up, YouTube? Crypto Tro back with another video, man. And today I'm telling you about the updated roadmap for DeFi Kingdoms 2023. And it's a lot of things on there that's very, very bullish in my personal opinion. I'm not gonna lie to you. DeFi Kingdoms is putting together a great game, man, and it's gonna continue to develop. Now, prices are low. I want to say that before we even get into the video. We know the crypto sector is going through some things. We just got to understand that is a part of, you know, when new asset classes come around and disrupt, old traditional markets and other assets, then, people are going to get frightened. We know the SEC is doing all these crazy things with, Coinbase and Binance. So it's a lot of things that's going on in the crypto sector that can make you a little frightened. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you look for projects that have value, that have utility, that has a community, and projects that actually put out new updates on whatever they're building, then you have a good project. And I did think DeFi Kingdoms is one of those projects that I just described, man. So we're gonna talk about this new updated roadmap, and I'm gonna give a little insight on what I believe will happen in the future for DeFi Kingdoms. But before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications, man. I'm gonna continue to make content on DeFi Kingdoms because it is one of my favorite projects. And also, I got a DeFi Kingdoms playlist, so tap into that playlist right now. I'm talking about right this second, man. Click on my DeFi Kingdoms playlist. I got videos going from 2021 all the way up into 2023, so tap into that. Enough of that. Oh, yeah, I'm not a financial advisor either, so yeah, not a financial advisor whatsoever. Consult with the financial advisor. So all of that out the way, let's talk about it, man. We're going to start off DeFi Kingdoms. What are we talking about? We looking at price right now. DeFi Kingdoms is at 10 cents, up less than 1% on a day. So, really just been steady. And I always say this is one of the best times to buy Jewel in my personal opinion. This is my personal opinion now. Jewel is at 10 cents. That's crazy. And it's crazy not just because all prices are down across all cryptos. Just being real, all prices are down. But it's crazy because Jewel is super undervalued right now. Like, when it was at all-time highs, we didn't have half of the stuff that we have right now. We pretty much are almost, I wouldn't say through, building, but we came a long way. Let's just say that we came a long way. So, super undervalued, if you asking me. I'm just being real, super undervalued. But you can be the judge of that, based on whatever you think. So market cap is at 7 million right now. We are at 831. So ranked in the top 1,000, not too bad. But look at that market cap, super low, $7 million, man. $7 million. I believe this can easily get back up to 100, really more than 100. But that's just being modest. That's just being modest. I know you're like, Troy, you're DeFi Kingdoms maxi. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of am. I would say I'm probably a maxi because this project is, one of the best crypto projects out there. Just being real. So volume 72,000 down 60%, man. So not too bad. Well, it is kind of bad, down 60%, but still, at that 72 mark, especially at a market cap of 7 million, I believe that's decent amount of being traded. So that's just my personal take on it. Now let's look at, we on deck screen and looking at crystal prices at 1 cent, really almost at 2 cents. And like I say, if you haven't gotten in the game right now is the best time to get in, just because floor prices for heroes are super, super cheap. You can really build a hero army really, really cheap right now. And just think about, I don't think prices are going to go back up to all-time highs as far as heroes, because we have an inflation on heroes. So heroes are going to continue to be made. But say, for instance, right now you bought a hero today, which is probably at $2. You level that hero up. You know what I'm saying? You level that hero up correctly. Not just doing anything, but actually paying attention to the stats of the heroes. And say, for instance, you do this for a year. You get to level 10 or, even higher, maybe 15 or whatever, and, starting right now if you're using a lot of stamina and all of that. But just say you get to at least a level 10. People are going to pay higher for your level 10 hero rather than just a level 1 hero. And, floor prices might be, I think floor prices of heroes can get to at least $5. At least. I'm saying at least $5, I believe. And I'm just like I said, I'm just being modest, but I'm just saying if we're gonna go on the low end, we're just gonna say heroes can get back, the floor price can get back to at least $5. Well, if you're building a hero army and leveling them up, the value of your heroes are going to continue to rise, even though you might have a coming, you might have an oncoming, but the value of their hero is going to rise because you have a higher level hero and you can do more things in the game. And people want to get straight into some things rather than just waiting and going a long route and leveling up your hero. So that's why I always say right now is the best time to get into this game, especially if you want to play the game, because you can buy heroes for cheap. Jade is at 1 cent, so we're not going to really, it's pretty much the same thing I said for Crystal, same thing goes for Jade. I would rather buy a hero on Crystalville, really, because right now I think the floor price of heroes are around like 50 Crystal. I think on Serendale it's kind of higher. I'm not sure the exact amount, but it's kind of higher. I'm not going to go into that, but last time I checked, it was a little bit higher. I think it was like 60 some, 70 some, something like that. Not going to lie to you, can't remember. But let's get to the roadmap now. Let's talk about the good stuff, the new updated roadmap. I'm not sure how to say this word. I'm going to say bizarre. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Correct me if I'm wrong. But on this particular one, you can trade materials or rare items in your order book marketplace, which will allow bulk trading between players. And I believe this is going to be bullish just because, say for instance, if you got a specific item that you want to trade in bulk, you can create this item in this section of the game and trade it for what you want. And it's going to be different utilities for all these items. And that's what I love about the game, because they're really incorporating the items. They're not just putting out these NFTs, which these items are pretty much like NFTs, with value. And they're not just putting them out and not leaving us in the dark about what's going on. We're actually using these items in the game, whether that's to make pet trees. We got crafting for equipment and all of this stuff coming out. So we actually use these items, and these items do have utility. And like I said, right now, you're getting these items for super, super cheap. And like I said, any project could fail, man. Any project in the crypto space could fail. And we don't know truly what's going to happen in the future. But like I said, DeFi Kingdoms continues to build. And that's the thing about it. We are in a bear market, and projects just disappear in bear markets. But DeFi Kingdoms continues to build. Okay, enough of that. Expedition. So this feature will allow players to send their heroes questing for longer periods of time until the user ends the expedition. The heroes will automatically farm materials for the player. So this is for all the people who complain about bots. This, I don't want to say just solve the bot problem, but this now allows people to send your heroes off, and you can quest them for longer periods of time without even, worrying about what's going on. So they automatically form these materials for you, and you don't have to continue to go out through your day trying to quest 3 heroes at one time. You can send them out for a longer period. So very bullish on it. Very, very bullish on it, especially for the people who always complain about bots. I don't get it, because, I feel like, I understand, like, if it was, you were saying, like, a bot playing in an actual PvP game, then, that's kind of, that's different. If it was a PvP and we had the bots, that would be crazy. But just a regular quest that's, on some manual, like, people going to make it easy. I think that makes people stay in the ecosystem longer, because they can just really be like the boss, man. They can, they not actually working in the business. They just directing it. So, like, you can set up a bot where you selling all your items, and, you either converting it to crystal, jade, whatever the case may be. And then you can just really focus on how to build out, the important stuff within the game, not the tedious small stuff such as quests. So this is my take on it. Anyway, tournaments, a build and tournament feature that will allow players to brawl with their heroes in bracket-style DFK dual tournaments and compete for lucrative prizes. So tournaments will be major. I think this is going to bring even more people into the game, because people like tournaments and things like that. People like these type of games, man. Then we got the in-game chat. Communicate with other players around the world with our in-game chat feature. Hey, that's going to be crazy. Recruit guild members, trade heroes, challenge players, and more. Hey, that's going to be massive. That's going to change the game. I ain't going to lie to you. That's going to really change the game of DeFi Kingdoms, because now you can communicate directly. And guilds going to be a big thing. Like, if they build out right, guilds is going to be something major, and we're going to see massive hero armies with, guild members, 1,000 plus. of actual people. Not telling the heroes probably have a million heroes amongst 1,000 people. I know people who are really hero whales. So player versus player PvP. So we know PvP is coming out. Not gonna go too much in on that. I'm making this video kind of prolonging that, but I'm talking to the people, man. I'm just letting you know what's going on. So we see level 10 mining quest. We waiting on that level 10. So you got the gold mining and token mining will get level 10 variants. Then we have achievements, so you can earn and collect unique achievements with a variety of challenging tasks and show them off to other players. So there's going to be something, big, just building a community around that. Then we got the yellow egg hatching, so mining pets, explore many new mining themed pets and equip them to your heroes. So to the long-term roadmap features. So we got the basic equipment. We know about basic equipment to pretty much boost your heroes in the battles. Then we got the traveling system. Heroes will now be able to travel with their heroes and pets between different regions on the map. So major, because you'll be able to complete different types of quests and all of that. And we're actually using the land map, and there's gonna be something big. Then we got golden egg hatching, so the fifth and final egg type. Then we got land functionality. DeFi Kingdoms lands will receive a new set of features. So very, very big on it. More details coming soon. So we glad land is finally being used, and people who held their land are going to see the benefits of holding land. And we got guild implementation. Players will be able to create and manage guilds and access guild unique features. Limited quests, so send your heroes on unique limited quests to earn special rewards. Crafting, make various items and equipment. PvE, so we know PvE, playing against non-playable character enemies. Then we got the dungeons, send your heroes to fight and explore unique dungeons. Then large-scale PvP, compete with your heroes in large-scale world events and challenge frightening enemies. So this game has some big aspirations, but I believe they can really, really do this, man, because everything that they said they was going to put out, they did. And that's very, very good looking at a crypto project, because a lot of crypto projects do have empty promises. Like, they tell you they're going to do this, take a year for them, and not even updating you on it now. Like that, I'm not saying it shouldn't take a year, because these are some of the smartest people in the world, so they're going to create some good things. It takes time, but not updating the investors and people who play the game on what's going on is a red flag. And DeFi Kingdoms actually updates us on what's going on. So that's why I'm just very bullish on DeFi Kingdoms. It's so much left in the roadmap. And that's why I'm just creating a hero army right now, man. Like, heroes are going to play a big part. Of course, I'm still buying Jewel, because Jewel is going to continue to be deflationary. Jewel is deflationary. So I'm continuing to buy Jewel, of course. But at the same time, I am selling my items off to stack crystal and just buy heroes very, very cheap. Like, especially if you don't really truly plan on just being a PvP demon, or, you can find your own type of grind or business, I would say, because this is an economy. You can find your own type of profit in different ways. Like, if you want to sell items off in bulk, you can do that. If you got heroes, you can buy heroes that's good at, foraging, or good at fishing, or whatever the case may be, and sell those items off at bulk. Especially if you buying a lot of heroes, they're going to rack up on these items, and you can do that. You can be a PvP demon, because you're going to win, tokens from that as well. So you can find your own specific thing. It just depends on what's your strategy. Like, you got to have your own strategy. I really can't tell you what to do. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. That's all I can do. But you can find whatever lane you got, take the lane and run with it. If you got heroes that's good at crafting things or equipment, once they come out, you can sell equipment. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like an entire economy, and that's why I believe DeFi Kingdoms is going to be one of the biggest projects. Even though we are super, super early, I think it's going to be it's already set that foundation just for crypto gaming as far as an entire economy. But it's doing some crazy, crazy things, and I believe this is going to, be the future of crypto, not just DeFi Kingdoms, but I think crypto, we're going to have all of these different economies within all of these different projects, and I think that's what the future will hold. And I don't think it's just going to be one big project. I think it's going to be different, different projects that have big that have big liquidity on them, and it's just the economy. And if you're working within the economy, you're going to see, the profits. Now, it's not everybody can't win, of course. Everybody can't win. That's why I say now is the best time to get in, because everything's so cheap. You buy when others are fearful. You be greedy when others are fearful. So that's my video. I know I made it super long, man. I made it super, super long, but I appreciate everybody who stayed and tuned in until the end, because y'all some real ones. For real, y'all some real ones. Y'all heard me out. I know you be like, Tro, you going long, and man, you just a DeFi Kingdoms maxi. And I say, I appreciate you for that. So, Crypto Tro, that's my video. Check out my DeFi Kingdoms playlist. Like, subscribe, notifications, all of that good stuff. Crypto Tro, I'm out of here.